Hello and welcome. Actualize AI. So the basic idea is that we're going to use AI to self-actualize, which, as you can see, really the way I'm thinking of it is it means that we can use it to reach our potential as an individual. And I'm increasingly working with businesses to help them to become more productive and reach their potential rather than being bogged down in projects or parts of projects, tasks that can be done much more quickly and efficiently using AI. So that's the basic idea. Now, for me personally, I've been writing mega prompts now for a year, and so I've learned how to get what I think I need from AI, which is a bit tricky. It's a skill you can learn, and that's the point of this, to show you. So if I think I'm going to try and actualize myself at the same time, which means that, for example, I have a book in my head. It's an idea that has evolved for the past 14 years, and I've done little bits. I've been teaching this idea for the past 14 years, and I like it. I've had good feedback from it, so I'll show you what I thought, what my process is so far. That the idea of this series is to update as I use these tools to explore. So as you can see here, there he is, good old Maslow. Now, I wanted to write a book, so I'm going to ask AI how to do that. So I wrote a very simple prompt, which would be here. There you go. You're an expert in AI book publishing. In book publishing and AI, I'd like to write a book. Please write me a mega prompt to help me write my book. Now, this book, and then it's given me how to do that here, which is cool. So if I get the input right, the output should be good. Now I've asked it, now please adapt this list so I can fill it in with my book's information and then use it as a mega prompt. So the idea is it gives me the mega prompt. I'm going to insert my information and then ask it to produce my book section by section. So it's done that, which is pretty cool. Some of these things I hadn't thought of. I'm writing a non-fiction book, so I've got that, and then I've put that prompt into here, and I've started to fill it in. So the book's called The Sushi Train in Your Brain. Title not 100% confirmed, but that's the idea. There is a sushi train in your brain. So imagine that restaurant, the sushi train going round and round. One thought is one plate of sushi. Who makes the sushi? Who's aware of it? Etc. etc. So it's kind of, it's asked me what genre is it? Self-improvement is what I've said. That's the best I've got so far. And I've started to fill in bits. Now I'm going to upload a previous book that I wrote, which is about improving your writing to pass an English language test. And it's very much in my voice, so I'm going to use that. It's got my syntax, which isn't sentence types, my type of vocabulary. I wrote it, so it should be able to learn my voice, essentially, and then replicate that when it comes to producing stuff. Now, it is going to be supported by academic literature. So I am going to use Scholar GPT. I've also asked it how to describe my voice. What are the considerations? But what I'm really doing is I'm building the mega prompt at the moment. To build a mega prompt, the prompts I'm writing tend to be roughly 500 words, so they're quite involved, but I'm asking it very detailed, sequenced and specific things. So you need to describe the role of the AI. It's like, imagine asking a collection of all the world's greatest brains a very simple question, you'll get a simple answer. So we need to access the right people here, the right intelligences, if you like. So I'm going to describe carefully who they are. And I need to say who I am. You can give context. So in the business world, you might need to give some policy context. So the work I do is in the Pacific development work. So there's lots of literature from the UN and these types of bodies about what the drivers are to improve development, and I can point it to refer to certain documents, and then there will be the instruction, okay, which will be long. Now and then I'm going to go through all this. Here's the information. So this is going to be a big prompt. And then what I've done is started to, these were my notes from before when I started. So I've tried to sit down and write this book before. I find it difficult to sit still. So there's sort of 19 chapters, I think, 18 chapters. The concept has evolved over the years as I've gotten feedback from students. So I'm going to get basically my chapters organized, and I don't think I need too much reference then yet. But then the instruction will be to produce it chapter by chapter. Now I'm going to take each chapter and go and get the information from Scholar GPT, because I want it to be referenced correctly. I don't want it to be a load of rubbish. So if I use this correctly and point it in the right direction, it will do that. Then what I'm going to do in the next video is basically get the mega prompt sorted, get the first chapter in, and then I'm going to put it through ChatGPT here. I'm going to try Perplexity and Gemini. I have subscriptions to all of those, so I'm going to use all of those to see which gives me the best, and then I'll probably stick with one. But I'll probably use Scholar GPT to get the references and the ideas. The precise ideas that are supported by literature, to make sure I'm not writing a load of rubbish. So it's quite a big project, but this can apply to your business too. So I've been working with a number of businesses to do things like proposals for contracts, terms of references, and then I'm working with someone to create a bot that is essentially the same as talking to the business owner and getting the information they have. So this applies as an individual and for your business. So that's just the start, episode 1. Thanks for your time. Have a great day.